I have run across this subset of videos on TikTok of Delta Works podcast, little random clips of her, cut, background removed, and stuck on static images of something in Skyrim. So like there was one where it was POV, you're listening to bandits before you take them out. And it was her talking about, don't just say that you're in me. I want you to say that you're in my pussy, in my vagina. And they like echoed it too.
Please.
And there was one where it was like POV, you walk into a shop after you've stolen from them. And it was her talking about Target. You're a thief and you have stolen from me. And I'm glad that your business is ruined. I don't know how much you've watched or played Skyrim, but it's my favorite subsection that I've fallen down the rabbit hole into.
That's fierce.
Trespassing. Oh, welcome into... I didn't even ask if you were ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome into That Sounds Gay, a podcast where we discuss every season of RuPaul's Drag Race in chronological order. This week we are finishing Canada vs. the World Season 1. My name is Cher, and our gay sound presented by Jesse today is... That's going to be your exact sound to what I'm about to tell you right now.
Oh, no.
There's actually a couple things that I'm going to tell you before we start and get into last week and recap that. You will literally never guess who has a whatcha-packin'. And I'm not going to make you guess because you won't.
Wait, what? Chapakin?
Whatcha-packin', the Michelle?
The
Michelle thing that she
Michelle?
does? The Michelle?
The Michelin Man?
Uh-huh. You will never guess. Tommaso Zorzi has a whatcha-packin'. And it just showed up on the Wow Presents page. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to click in. I watched one with Obama just because I needed to know. I was like, she didn't really seem to like Obama. Obama says that her name, she chose Obama because she had gotten invited to perform at this particular event. She was going to be the first Black queen to ever perform there. And literally President Obama had just been elected like that week. And so she was like, I'll say my name is Obama because
For the culture
of it all. Because, you know, in America, this guy just got elected as the president and as the first Black president. And I'm the first Black girl to perform here. So Obama it is. Like that was her only logic.
I love that for her.
Me as well. And I was like very gooped. And Tommaso was just like super chill. Didn't seem like he hated her at all. So I thought, why did you act like you hated her on the show?
Why were you so miserable?
Right.
Why are you such an unhappy little tomato man?
Tomato Tommaso. I kind of want to watch some of the other ones, but yeah, it was gooped.
Ooh, I would want to watch Panthera's.
I kind of wanted to watch Panthera's too, but I ran out of time. So last week we talked about the first 3 episodes of Canada versus the World, the girl groups, the Snatch Game, the ball. And if you remember, last week we were talking about Cardi B, and you were like, she's such low-hanging fruit. And I said, you complained about Cardi B recently, but I could not remember where. So I took to Reddit, and you're going to throw up. Cardi B has been, you're not ready. Cardi B has been performed 5 times on Drag Race. 5. And we blocked out at least 2 of them.
I feel like this is about to deal psychic damage.
Oh, absolutely.
Roll for psychic damage.
So you, I think, probably remember, like me, Vandamus Joakim, because that was crazy. Like her being like...
It's like I remember it like I remember getting mugged. Like it all happened so fast.
The second one was one of your favorite divas ever. And I know that you blocked this out because when I saw it, I legit like threw up a little bit. Jada Essence motherfucking Hall in season 12. And we covered that season. She did that in season 12. And I totally forgot that she did that. And then number 3, Ivy Elise in Holland 2. I forgot that Ivy Elise did that. Like, I could not remember what her Snatch Game was.
Ivy Elise.
And then obviously number 4, Stephanie Prince. And then you know this girl, Rita Menu in Down Under 3. We haven't covered it yet, but you know this person. Cardi B
Yes.
has officially been done.
I am
the
familiar
most.
with the work of Rita Menu. Indeed, I am.
I'm unfamiliar with the works of Lady Handler. 5 times. I think she's the most done character on Snatch Game. Isn't that insane?
That is crazy. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to revisit this when we get to Down Under 3.
I know, and you're gonna have to
I
see it
can't
one
wait
more
to
time.
talk about Down Under 3.
Yeah.
That season's a key. That's where Ivory's from, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, right. I
Ivory
believe
Place.
so. Well, that'll be a key.
Yeah. So I thought I had to bring it up because I was like editing and I'm like, where was this? I know that we just talked about Cardi and you were mad then. You were mad multiple times about Cardi being done.
I mean, like, yeah, because were any of those successful?
I think Venda was funny purely on the nonsense level. Like she's this random American celebrity in Thailand of all places at the Snatch Game talking about big dicks. And that was like the whole set. And her just ew.
What
the
if
whole time.
What if I'm actually gaslighting you and Rita Menu wins as Cardi B in Down Under?
If that happens, I would actually scream. Okay, so let's get into episode 4 of Canada versus the World Comedy Queens. A lot happens this week.
are the Comedy Queens.
The ends always justify the means. I hated that, by the way. All the ensemble characters, that was garbage. Like, of course they did bad. They had the worst role.
Stage. Another chapter, time to turn the page.
She's a man with one eye. I think about that all the time.
It is like so iconic, but it's
Also rotten.
like, what if it came out like nowadays? Like, I don't think we would appreciate it in the same way.
Absolutely not. Especially it being live.
Because also that's the thing is like, we're so rotted now. I feel like we can't appreciate the good things.
The camp.
Like we wouldn't appreciate like the good parts of that, and people would only be like, "Oh my god, this musical is so terrible."
I mean, it is. Do you remember when Courtney won tickets to Kinky Boots? And she was like, ooh.
The way, ooh.
Like, oh, that's it? Okay. I guess. So Anita is gone this week. And I kind of honestly wish that she had a little more time, especially since Icesis leaves this week. But there was like no time from when Icesis drops out to the challenge. I kept thinking like, could they bring somebody in to fill out the spot? But they were like in half face at that point. There was literally no time.
Yeah, because it would have been unfair for that girl to either like get like welcomed back in without having to do the challenge or not have any time to prepare a set.
Right. It would be crazy to try and figure that out. But sidebarring to the beginning, I don't know if you remember when Vanity is talking about how her coffee is hitting. And she's like, I feel the spirit of Jesus. Ooh, Jesus is entering me. Ooh, the coffee. I'm like, I need this Vanity all the time. This like crazy, wacky RuPaul on coffee enema.
She also just seems a lot lighter, like
Totally.
in energy. I feel like she had a lot more like pressure and like, I mean, she was also just getting like beat down a lot more in UK.
Oh, absolutely.
Like being put in the bottom constantly and being underestimated constantly.
100 times.
Just having kind of all the storylines working against her. So I feel like hopefully she felt like she had a more positive, lighter experience because it seemed like that in how she was moving about the workroom.
Same with Silky. Like the two of them just seem so open and free this season, which I love to see.
Free your mind. Sorry.
No, because we just talked about Holland and the Countess.
I literally just like hear that part of the song. I just see like the Countess like half smiling, like strutting across the stage, like
fabric
free
flowing.
your mind.
Someone told me recently they saw her perform and I was like, did she free her mind on the stage? And they said she did not free her mind.
What kind of performance was it giving?
They did not go into detail.
Was it more of like a visual like stimulation?
Soft sculpture?
Yeah, she soft sculpted the retina with shapes and colors.
Soft sculptured the retina. Put that on a t-shirt. What did you think about Raja and Icesis saying that they should have been top 2 last week? Icesis, I think you and I agree on. I think Raja's design look was good, but you and I think both felt like that lingerie look was kind of rotten.
The Cruella de Vil Descendants porn spin-off, like porn parody.
Oh my God. Were you the one that told me that Benedita was in a men.com? Or was it somebody from one of my... Okay, Benedita was in a men.com as like the slutty drag queen that like shows up and like they like how Alaska was in one of those.
I was like, bitch, what?
Yeah, Benedita Von Dash was like the drag queen that shows up at the beginning, sets up the story, and then like does her comedy bit and leaves.
I can only ever picture the one of the clip of Manila where she's like, oh, where it's like the people, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Where it's like the people fucking and then it like cuts her and she's like, ooh.
Maybe that's what Raja was doing. It like was the Cruella de Vil, like she tells her minions to go get the puppies, and then instead of getting the puppies, they just fuck in the van.
Oh my God, but it's people in like leather pup masks.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Puppies. I know.
Get me the puppies, and they bring in a bunch of pup hood boys, and they strip and go dance, and then fuck. That's what Raja was giving.
Oh my gosh, yes, she's about to intro the pup orgy. Oh
and then she just leaves. She goes, oh my God, and then leaves.
But that wig
was rotten.
That Back to the Future wig.
The mini challenge this week is called Queenie Vids, which was like a cute little cameo thing. And I wonder, like, why is WoW not capitalized on this by now? Like, why does WoW doesn't have their own app to like go in and specifically solicit drag queens for questions and answers and video things?
That is so true.
Why have they not marketed that? Because all the girls do Cameo these days. Literally all of them.
I feel like they don't. I don't want to say.
Maybe WoW just doesn't want to invest in it. Maybe they don't think they'll make money from it or something.
That's kind of what I was going to say. I was like, I don't know if they want to pay like people to actually develop that app and like keep it running.
Maybe it's because Cameo just is already its own thing, but I feel like WoW is missing a money opportunity there.
Okay, shout out to Miss Corey too.
Yes,
she's the queen of Cameo.
She's still doing it.
But also, like, I did enjoy this mini challenge for that reason. I'm like, this is very real.
Yeah,
this is like the club challenge where it's like this is something they actually do.
Yeah,
because like you could even tell how some of them, like Silky literally was doing it like she did that every day.
Totally.
Because like she like was reading it, like the way she processed it was like, oh, okay. And then like she had certain sound bites where I was like, you've probably gotten that bit of prompt before.
Totally.
And you said something like that, like the anniversary bits like that she was giving. Because it's also, I mean, it's just sort of like pre-recorded emceeing almost.
Absolutely. My favorite part of that whole challenge was how they all approached the couple question. How a bunch of them were like, just give him head. Just give him head.
Okay, do you know what my favorite was? I don't know why. I don't see this clip on Stan Twitter. I don't remember exactly what she said, but the one about cheating, and it's Raja, and she's like, listen, you sneaky bitch. Whatever she said, I think that's what she said. It was,
listen, you sneaky fucking bitch.
Oh, yeah, you listen, you sneaky fucking bitch.
That's so good.
I want that, like, little 2-second soundbite like everywhere. I was obsessed with that. Multiple people like stand. Okay, well, Victoria stood up. Silky fell off her chair.
And then Rita suggested getting a third at one point. She was like, you guys are having trouble in the bedroom? Have a third.
She was giving wacky, happy to be there, sex positive auntie.
Yeah. I kind of lived. It was fun. And the Maxi challenge is a comedy routine for the world. John's hands. I feel like normally the comedy challenges don't really focus on a theme. So it was interesting to have this one be themed as like, this is a world event. But I still think that none of them really...
It's giving the degradation of Drag Race where like regular challenges all have to be a theme now.
Yeah.
It's a summit. It's a panel. It's a of love. It's a at sea.
It's a sports themed makeover.
Boxing. We're going to box each other.
And Raja gets to assign the order because she wins the mini. She puts herself as the opener, then Vanity, then Rita, then Icesis, then Victoria, then Silky. So it's a season 11 sandwich. And this was a little bit of a sandwich. This was a little bit of a scandal because Victoria wanted to go last and was upset that her shift request was denied. But
girl, work in food service.
I know, right?
You want to get your request denied? She probably knows that life too.
Right.
But that is rough because it's like when everyone's being like, yeah, like good vibes, congenial sisterhood, and it's like, okay, but I'm not gonna get when no one else is making a huge fuss of like it didn't feel like there's a ton of requests flying around.
Right. They were all like, whatever. I don't care. Put me wherever.
So when there's one girl where it's like a little more staunch, like I want to do this specific thing, and they're like, well, no, that you know what that's honestly that's corporate.
Totally.
That's more corporate mind games playing with your PTO.
Can I maybe be a little hateful here for a moment? I think the reason why maybe so many of them didn't care where they went is because they all had done Snatch Game before. They all know where their comedy chops are. Like, I don't think any of them were thinking like they're going to be funnier than me, you know? Like, I think they're all at the same level of comedy. And they
scoped
don't
out the scene.
Right.
They've done it once.
Right.
They kind of know what's good.
Right. And they're like, none of you threaten me enough that if I were to go after you, that I would be in jeopardy. You know? Where like usually there's a hard hitter where they're like, I do not want to go after them.
Yeah.
Because they're really funny and I know I'm not going to be. Please don't make me do it. You know, like all these
Fair
people
amount.
were like, wherever. Don't put me after Farrah. She's so funny.
She's gonna turn it and burn
She's
it.
gonna turn it and burn it. And while they're getting ready to go on, Icesis starts to cry and is breaking down about how she needs to go. Okay, so I like went and watched her Roscoe's to try and get all the tea. She broke her leg before going to Drag Race. Like literally weeks before she was supposed to go. She spent $70,000 to get ready to go to the show. Spent more than that's crazy. I can't even imagine spending that much. Anyways, the doctor told her, don't go. Don't do it. Don't do it. And she said, I've got to. Like, I can't say no to this opportunity. I spent all this money.
The paycheck. Right.
And she went anyway, and she didn't go into detail, but she said there was a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes with production. So her, like, already being stressed about her leg and her healing, plus whatever the stress was behind the cameras, that is what overwhelmed her. So she had to go. But, like, high key, if I spent $70,000, I would probably go back too. I'd be like, I spent all this money. I can't not go.
I wonder so many things. Because, I mean, obviously, I wonder so many things. Because, like, I
don't want to hesitating because you don't want to speculate.
I don't want to get sued. I don't want to conjecture on the pod. But, like, you know that video where what's her name? Bussy Queen is talking about she breaks down the contract.
Yeah.
And they talk about like if you do I don't know if the Canadian contract's the same though, I will say that.
Right.
But for the regular US Drag Race contract, it's like if you do this piece of media, you are obliged to do
you must come back for these other things in the future for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like not saying that's what happened, but like even if they like inferred that to make her feel like that was the case. Again, now I'm saying that's what happened, but it's like there's so many behind the scenes things you don't even like know.
Right. With
like there's legal things, but even if legal things are being said, there's also I'm sure like stresses of like, do I need to do this? Do I need to say yes? Do I need to like spending $70,000 is so like intentional and like so like. Obviously, she was like, if I'm going to be there, it's going to be the tea.
Yeah, it's going to be the moment.
So I respect that. But gosh, what a stressful situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even kind of see her like kind of processing it in the moment as she's explaining it to Raja. Because there's a lot of like remorse and like not regret, I want to say, but like the upset of dealing with what she's separating with in the moment, because it sounds like she also still does want to be there very much so, especially because it wasn't like other quitting situations where they kind of like are lingering on it ahead of time, or like it's kind of hinted at,
right?
Like she's a little like upsetty spaghetti here and there, very low key, very low key, but like this was very much just like kind of like she hit a breaking point
and it was done.
Yeah.
And I think they also have to be really careful about bringing up production too. So even if there were some things that were maybe on her mind, it's not like she can bring that up for the camera.
Yeah.
And maybe would have been asked to redo it too if she had been like, things are stressful because I spend so much to be here and I felt like I had to be. They may have been like, can you do it again but without that?
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah. And, you know, I have no idea what happens with production or the ways of production. But I think also the queens being so sympathetic also kind of reflect, I think they understand too, all of the stress. And especially a lot of the girls in that room have had such stressful and overwhelming Drag Race experiences. I feel like that was also very understanding. Like one of them had to leave because of an injury. Like two of them had, I mean, honestly, and then like three of them had like really like rough experiences. So it's like, I think there's a lot of like love and sympathy in the room for
a lot
that.
of empathy for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so this challenge was a little bit lackluster. I'm not gonna lie. The comedy challenge, unless you thought it was hilarious, the hilarious Ross Matthews.
No, it was a pretty mid. It very much it was giving All Stars comedy challenge where a lot of people are like pretty funny.
Yeah,
because a lot of them are either like good on a mic or like confident enough to deliver. But there's like not a ton of like, I don't know. Dare I say, I feel like we don't really get a lot of like amazing breakout moments in like stand-up challenges anymore.
No.
Like, I feel like that was more of a times past thing, and I'm waiting for more. But like, it's mostly when they bomb that it's kind of a moment. But like, we haven't gotten like breakout like, oh my god, this stand-up set was so funny.
Well, and also too, I think it also lends to the structure of the season.
Yeah,
that it starts out performance challenge, Snatch Game, ball, stuff that is a little more visual. Obviously, Snatch Game is funny, a little more visual performance side. And then the second half, soft sculpture. Second half is comedy and then acting. And so, like, I wonder if these had been challenge 2 and 3, would the elimination order have been different? I feel like Anita would have done quite well here. I feel like, I don't know where Stephanie would have landed in comedy, but she seems like a pretty charismatic, funny person that she could get her way through being herself over being Cardi B. And then, you know, you do the acting challenge and then swap the ball into episode 5. Would the elimination order have been a little bit different, you know?
That's so true. And then it's like, obviously, it makes you wonder, do they order the challenges because they're like, okay, well, who do you think would do poor in these challenges, etc.?
Yeah. Or who would be good enough to scoot through so we can retain them to the second half of the competition as well. I do wonder how much that factors in. Like, we want to make sure that this player in the game gets far. We don't want to get them eliminated early because we know that this is where they struggle. So let's make sure that they don't have a problem. All Stars 10.
Oh, I love that word, scoot.
It's a great word,
through. Do you scoot like me?
Are you scooting to the competition like me? I do want to talk about one thing because I didn't really like a lot of this stuff. Rita, I think, was really funny coming out and starting out like speaking in French. Oh my god, it's so nice to see you all. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah.
Oh, English. Got it. I think that was really funny, but then it didn't go anywhere. Like, why did it go to sex ed?
It got a little crazy mess, and then also is like, so then she just like burned it into like 20 seconds of her set with nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was obsessed with? Silky throwing that seasoning.
The seasoning that landed on the ground and
the way that
everywhere.
It was the most like, everyone acted like she just like shot someone or something. Like, I don't know, because she threw it and then it broke and was like, oh, and like Teresa's like, oh, and then like everyone was silent. I was just like, ooh.
Like, and I love that it was an egregious lie. That Brooke was like, that literally never happened. But it was so funny.
Right? It was just like a random made up story. That looks like the Red Robin seasoning. That looks like what you put on your Red Robin fries.
It totally did. I wanted it too. I wanted to know what it tasted like. Have you seen that video of it's Angeria and it's her performing and she's like doing like a cooking segment is all I've seen. And it says black people when they season, and she's like pouring the seasoning on her stuff, and it's just pouring like a Costco sized seasoning thing, and like she gets almost like a halfway out, and then she closes it, opens it back up, hits it with one more dash of seasoning, and then puts it to the side. And I'm like, you are so iconic.
That is fierce.
You're so iconic. But yeah, I love Silky's set. I think anytime that we critique white people for their lack of seasoning and lack of flavor and zest, I think that's a good time for me. I'm always here for
loved
that.
it. I thought
it was really good. And then her being like, and she gave me Pinot Grigio.
Oh yeah, when she would do the like Valley Girl
accent.
Yeah.
And I did also really like Victoria's joke where she was like, last week Silky made Brooke cackle with one finger. Imagine what I could do to Brooke with 2 fingers or 3 or 4. That was funny. But yeah, overall, I think it was pretty mid. I was a little confused by some of the choices, especially Rita being like a combination of Ellie Diamond with the Ellie like dick. I didn't really get
I was
that.
getting it literally her set. It was giving me like war flashbacks to all the discourse of the sex like stand up of the like Ahura versus Ellie Diamond versus like this person versus that person. Like
totally.
I was like, wow. It's kind of like whenever anyone does a fart joke on Drag Race, it's like, no, like you don't understand the territory you're entering with this. Like the can of worms or the implications this has. Like,
no,
please.
You've made the wrong decision. Then the runway category is Plaid Girls Club. This is so freaking cool of a concept.
Fierce divas who slay fiercely in plaid.
Did you have any standouts?
Well, yes.
You start this week.
I think she was the first out, Raja.
Oh, yes.
She sets it off like perfect. I love that it was a little like kind of Club Kid-y.
Where is Raja San Diego?
Yes, but it was also very campy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It was Lee Bowery.
Girl, did you see those glasses? It was Lee Bowery, girl.
It was camp.
Girl, what you do is camp. I love the mix of yellow.
Yes,
that,
as an accent to the iconic purple, the yellow and purple plaid. But then all the like, the plaid mixed with the like pleather kind of accents.
And the chaps too. It's nice.
Like a suit broken up with chaps, and the way that the shoe is essentially like integrated into the outfit. I love when the shoe is like part of like the entire look, like not in the sense that it matches, but in the sense that like it looks like you have to take off the entire outfit to take the shoe off.
And you've worked with plaids before, I'm assuming. It's like a pretty soft, lightweight fabric. And this appears to have a lot of structure and volume into it. So that's kind of cool that she was able to do that with stitching.
Yeah, she created some really cool shapes out of this fabric. And all the lines align perfectly as well. So it's very nice to look at.
Yeah. I liked Raja's, and I also loved Vanity. I loved this red solid with the black and white plaid. It's so
Clueless.
Clueless. It's very Clueless.
It's giving Clueless. Yeah, I loved this.
The little old phone.
What's her name? Stacey Dash. That's her name, right? Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash. That's her name. I'm also a slut.
Cheryl Canning. Trixie.
I'm also a slut for a shoulder pad. I love me a big structured shoulder pad like that. Put that on everything. I want to see it all the time.
No, it's giving.
That cute little
It's
hat.
giving for real. Okay, speaking of hats, I actually really liked Rita's.
Did you? I was not expecting you to enjoy this.
Listen, I'm in my enjoying Rita Baga era. Let me be.
You are. I'm
What
just
is
super gagged. You didn't like Hot Dog Woman her first time around.
Listen, a lot can happen in the. Oh, that was 3 years ago. We recorded that when we were in the bunker. It's been so long. It's been so long. I haven't seen the sun. Recording Drag Race episodes every day, day in, day out.
Yeah, I like the lilac elements on it, and I like the use of that fabric that she made. That's probably organza, is what it looks like. On top of the plaid, it looks really cute.
Yeah, I just don't like that fuck ass like cup.
Oh, that Slurpee cup. You don't like
So
that 7-Eleven Slurpee cup?
I wish she had a big old bag like Raja did.
Oh, or a Gia Gun bag. Could you imagine a big ass hula hoop
with
bag?
a pocket on it?
Yeah. Okay, we're talking about everybody, but I really love Victoria's as well. Love that oversized coat. I thought that was really fun.
Yes, that was really cool. Very interesting. Her concept of like, well, and it was fun. Okay, I appreciate. Okay. I thought that was cool because a lot of the times when we see the oversized POV reflected in drag, it is
A towel.
The idea of doing something of like a woman's to like evoke like a womanly vibe.
Yeah.
So the fact that it was her like wearing her dad's jacket, like kind of like tying into the maskness of her character and of like her as a person, like I thought that was really dope because I don't think we see that perspective
never
in a lot of the queens because like I think they usually aren't wanting to put on their dad's suit jacket.
No.
So it was cool to see a perspective that is unique with someone like Victoria. So I love that.
Me as well. And it was convertible. It turns into that sick bodysuit as well. I thought it was really cute. Bodysuit. Since we talked about everyone, I don't want to leave her out because in case she's listening, I will say I'm not the most massive fan of the iridescent plaid that Silky had. But, I mean, she was so good in the challenge that it was sort of like, you can afford to have a lousier look.
Yeah. Do you know what I'll say? This feels like her sewn look was like an improvement of this almost.
Oh, totally. I wonder if she used this as a pattern.
Well, it's giving very much inspo of the like separate.
Yeah.
Well, this is a dress, but like the idea of the kind of like street casual, like I got a jacket and boots and like my little scoochy thing on. Like it is giving very that tea. Obviously the other one was like different fabric and like silhouette, but like I get that very much kind of casual vibe that she was going with the POV of these looks, but I feel like the one that she sewed and actually made there did that more successfully than this one she brought.
Absolutely. Was she the one who forgot the patterns?
Oh, was she? I totally forgot about that.
I can't remember if she was the one that forgot her patterns. Because if so, I wonder if she patterned this. Because the neckline's the same on the shirt on the dress underneath.
One of the viewers would tell us in 2028 when this airs.
Brooke did say that the look was meet and greet, and during the deliberation, she goes, "All right, make sure to get your photo for the meet and greet," and they actually do a picture.
I love it. So like IDGAF.
Yeah. I just burst out laughing.
Ibjol.
The top two are Victoria and Silky, and the bottom two are Vanity and Raja. They lip sync to Your Daddy Don't Know, which was such a good song.
Yeah. And then also like very different approaches as well. What did you think of the lip sync?
Victoria ate this up. She was so sultry and sexy, and those moves were so hot. Like, I think that maybe Silky was doing a little too much. And para mí, I kind of felt like she threw a little bit. I don't think she wanted to have to make the decision to have to eliminate her sisters. Like,
okay. Well, she even said in the episode after, she said she wasn't able to perform to the best of her abilities with this weighing on her.
Yeah.
Because even like she was like, you could see her like she kept looking at Victoria. And part of me is wondering if she was gauging how well Victoria was doing to see if she was going to beat her.
Yeah.
Like,
like
again,
mentally, am I
speculating.
going to beat you and have to do this? Or are you turning it out and the pressure's off of me?
Well, especially because I feel like she started very strong. I loved her opening before she took the reveal off. She had the dress on. She did the like little like perfume spray on the beat. Like
That was hot.
Yeah, I thought she opened it very strong. I didn't like that you could see the reveal already.
Yeah.
And she struggled with the reveal as well. She struggled to get the reveal off.
It wasn't as bad as
But,
the
like,
Missy Elliott thing.
Yeah.
The blow up suit from All Star 6. Do you remember that?
I was gonna say the no scrubs reveal.
No. Well, wait. Oh no. Let's move on.
But yeah, so she's had her moments. She's had her ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I thought this was solid. But she did seem a little absent-minded at moments, which she even like admits in the fallout that like she did have a lot on her mind.
And I feel like we don't see this type of bottom 2 placements very often, where it's like good longtime friend and friend that we just made in the competition with the high placer who they've got a really good connection. Like we don't normally see that. Normally it's here's your best friend in the whole world that you have known since before you got on Drag Race, and here's Tatiana. You know what I mean?
Right. So which one?
So which one do you want to get rid of? Your best friend in the entire world, or this girl that you only know because she's also got the Drag Race name? Which one do you want to get rid of? Like we normally don't see really strong double connections from everybody in the bottom versus whoever the winner is. Victoria does win, but they are told that no one's going home this week, presumably because Icesis left the competition, which I think was the right move that no one went home. But also I would have gagged if they brought someone back. I would have gagged.
And it's so funny because I was so emotionally taken by the double save as if I like didn't see you.
Me? I was in the competition.
I didn't see you saving them. Why was I about to say that? I didn't see you saving them.
I wrote Drag Race. I scripted
didn't see Rue saving them. But it's like
Brooke. Rue's not even here.
Oh my god.
Rue was watching from the teleprompter.
I need to stop. I'm looking at Rita Baga's looks.
Don't do that.
This is all Rita Baga's fault.
This whole hallway smells like
I don't know
Rita
why
Baga.
I was so like emotionally taken and gagged by Brooke saving them as if like someone didn't quit this episode.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it would have been rough because if either of them had been eliminated this episode, I would have wanted them to come back.
Totally.
Instead of whoever would have come back that episode, they would have brought someone else back that episode. So, you know, it all balances out, even though this was just a long con to get Vanity out, unfortunately.
But here's my tea. If they eliminated, I think it would have been not Victoria, not Veronica, Vanity. If they
cycling through the Rolodex of V's.
Not Vivacious, not Vivinity, who's not a Drag Race queen. I'm thinking Vivaldi. I'm like Vivaldi
Vanderpuss.
It's just I'm degrading. It would have been Vanity. I think
Vanity.
They would have maybe brought back Kendall, who I think, just based off of that acting challenge from season 2, I feel like she would have been really fun in Spy Queens. She seems like she's got the right energy. And then I feel like she's so 2000s club kid in her approach this season. Ooh. She would have killed at Runway. She would have been top 2. If they brought back Anita, she would have been so funny in the challenge, but then would have been Despy Awards on the runway again. And so like she probably would have just landed safe. So like if it was Kendall, I think she would have won and then kicked out Raja. Because I think it would have been, God, it would have been Raja Silky in the bottom, right? I think they probably would have gotten rid of Raja.
Don't say that.
But like, that's crazy, isn't it? No. Anyway, let's talk about Spy Queens for just a short moment. Silky is having an entire moment because she had to choose somebody and she picked Vanity because she had a worse track record and she was going through it.
I like that at first she says, like, for the sake of my mental health. It's like out of respect for Ben, but out of respect for myself. I'm not going to tell y'all right now.
But I will in like 25 minutes after I've gotten a chance to process through it.
Yeah, which at least she does say it eventually, which I kind of respect. Like,
Unlike BB, who's never said that she picked Trixie's name.
but the fact that everyone knows, but she never said it, like, I live.
And she never will. I think she was asked recently, and she said that she would never reveal it, even though Trixie knows for certain that it was hers. She was like, I think I saw it. Like, I'm almost positive Trixie has said she saw the lipstick and that it had her name on it.
And I am, like, obsessed with that.
Me as well. They then do the Maxi. They go straight into it. There's no mini this week, and that's how you know it's going to be a doozy. The premise is a spy movie, which I think is such a cool idea. But they are in front of a green screen, our favorite thing.
Love a green screen acting challenge.
Love green screens. But my diva Tracy Melchior is here, and I love her. I don't really have a lot to say about
Squirrely Melchior.
Squirrely Melchior. And my name is Tracy Melchior. No, that's Squirrely Melchior. Yes, Squirrely Melchior, of course. Why didn't I think about that?
That was like one of my only takeaways from the filming was that there's a pun about the director of the acting challenge's name, and she got her name wrong. I thought that was so fierce.
Squirrelmanda Bruegel.
Please. When
my drink.
When Cynthia Kiss is on Canada versus the World season 7,
Stop.
And then they bring back Amanda Brugel, like a whatever happened to Mo Ginsburg challenge, but it's like whatever happened to Amanda Brugel.
And Cynthia has to portray Geometric, and someone has to play Kimura Amora as a crow.
As the crow.
And they just flap around until Amanda Brugel is dealt so much damage that she has to leave. Those are the 3 roles. It's Gia, it's Amanda, and it's the crow.
The crow.
But not even Kimura.
Fuck.
And that's how it ends. That's each version of it. But each time it's slightly different. I would fucking die. Before we talk about the runway and the challenge, I haven't really talked much about Brooke's looks because I think they've all been Brooke's looks. They've been fine, I think. It's in season 4 of Canada's Drag Race that she turns her pussy inside out. This look was so hot. I don't know what this fabric is. This PVC?
Yeah.
With the little bow?
It kind of does look like latex, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's so cunty. It's like kinky baby doll. I hate that. I hate
that you just said that. But it is very
that's sick in the head. Yeah, send me to jail. But
it is very like leather fetish though, you know?
It's very Betty needs a spank.
Yeah. And then the hair is really fun too.
It's kind of 60s. Maybe that's what I mean more so.
I get what you
it's
mean.
A little more like retro, like.
But it is baby doll hair.
Yeah, retro doll, but like meets like kinky like latex housewife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. I thought it was really good. She turns it out in season 4 though. I can't wait to talk about her season 4 looks.
Is that when Suki Doll joins her entourage?
I believe so. And starts making her costuming. She may have even started at this point somewhere in this season, but one of my favorite Brooke look moments is when Melinda Verga makes that Vivienne Westwood inspired look, and quite literally the very next week Brooke comes out.
Oh, you want to talk about?
Oh, you want to do Vivienne Westwood?
Inspired.
Let me just show you. And she literally is like, "This wasn't planned, Melinda." Because I think Melinda brings it up, and she's like, I didn't do this on purpose.
This was on the docket.
This was already here.
You copied me.
When they're doing the announcements of the judges, Brooke asks Tracy, "What's your spy name?" And she says, "Golden Thigh." And Brooke says, "Just the one?" Tracy thinks for one pregnant pause and says, "Just the one." It was so Jocelyn Fox saying, "Comin'. Yeah, just the one."
That's the kind of panel banter I love.
Me as well.
Just the one.
I love her so much. The runway category is Y2 Gay, 2000s Club Kids. When I was asking everybody on YouTube about their thoughts on this season, a lot of people mentioned they did not like this theme. They did not like this runway. That was one of the things that got brought up a lot.
That's interesting. I mean, I will say it was disappointing. It was a disappointing runway. I like the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there were a lot of misses.
It was not good.
Did you think anyone hit it? I'm going to take the silence as a no. Okay, I'm going to ask a spicier question. Who hit it the farthest away from the target? Who was the most off mark?
The set.
When Victoria broke it, and
Yeah,
she's like,
the
oops,
set
I'm
piece.
so sorry,
I
everybody.
think the set piece missed the mark because it was not installed properly. And it could
Totally.
not bear the weight of a reasonable
Drag queen stepping on it.
drag queen applying a little pressure.
That is
That was
so fair.
honestly the one highlight of the runway.
It was the best part of
Victoria
it.
fucking breaking the set immediately.
And the silence of the runway, like the music stopping. I'm so
so
sorry,
sorry.
everyone. And then Brooke just cackling about it.
Dying. I loved that. I loved how down Brooke was with it. She's like, I love it. Because I don't imagine if she'd done that to RuPaul.
Oh, Rue would have been pissed. She would have been like, we have to pause for 25 minutes while we get art department out here to come and hammer that back in place, glue it back in, and then redo all your stuff. Cut the cameras.
I love it.
Raven, I need a powder.
I love it. Okay, since the runway was a flop, I'm going to circle back about 5 seconds.
Okay.
The only other thing about the acting challenge recording, Tracy was so fiercely browed on that day
Oh my God, yes.
that even when she was smiling, she looked pissed at those women.
I love
They would do, and she was like, that was great. And she looked furious the way her brow was constantly furrowed. She was like, that was great. Do you want to do that again? Like,
You and I talked about this 2 years ago when the season dropped, but when season 4 premiered, and Tracy came into the workroom for the first episode, and she had that yank and all of that talks, and she came in and she was like, whoa, hi everybody.
And the brow is upturned. Like,
and that lace line was unclockable.
it was like she was getting tea when she got the talk, so that she was
Totally.
in a constant upturn.
Yes.
She was like, oh.
And the upper hit at the same time. She was Snatch Zillud in season 4. And it's so funny because I'm like looking at her in her baby face now with her severe makeup, remembering that in just a few short months, she is about to get the needle straight to those cheeks.
She's about to come alive.
Yes.
Just
me one
want
shot.
you to come alive.
We went in different directions. Can I tell you one piece of, before we talk about the challenge, one piece of Drag Race brain rot that has been, and I don't even think it's brain rot, it's just my brain memeing from Jealous and My Boogie. Turn it up, make me scandalove. It's never too late to restart the podcast.
Okay, what about remix of A Little Bit of Love?
Oh.
A little scandal
Ah,
love.
yes. Goes a long,
But
long
it's like
way.
the UK the Drag Race UK runway.
Oh my God.
But every week. No acknowledgement, just scandal love. Scandal.
I was listening to Pam Pam again, and I was just like bopping to it, and I'm like, Patty Pam Pam, Patty Pam 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 Pam, Patty Pam 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 Pam.
Please.
Okay, so I found this acting challenge to be hilariously entertaining but super wild. I kind of wish they would do another spy theme again, and it endlessly confuses me why the UK has not done this, because I feel like that would work so well for a UK Drag Race.
That's true. I also feel like everyone ate it up though. Like everyone really gave a lot.
No one
Do you
was
know what my
bad.
favorite part was? When Silky rescued, I think, it was Victoria. And she put the pink scarf on so that you could denote that it was Silky.
Right.
And then it immediately transitioned into like
The stunt double?
this Asian woman in like suspenders twirling like ballet. And it's like, oh, because she's wearing the pink scarf that Silky was wearing in the last shot. That is Silky. And then she comes back. It was incredible.
And when they're trying to figure out their part, who they're going to play, Silky mentions that she wants to play that character because she knows that no one will be her size as the stunt double. And she thought the visual gag would be so funny.
Brilliant.
Mind
And
of a
she
mastermind.
was so right.
She was
because
correct.
It was my favorite part.
It was
thought that
hilarious.
so hilarious. That But that is so funny because what a way to turn what could have been like a disadvantage into a hilarious gag. Mm-hmm. Like, I love that.
I thought the visual gag was really funny, and I'm glad that she chose to do that. It is tough because like literally nobody was bad in the challenge, so it really came down to Runway, and like I think Silky and Raja were maybe the most off topic to the category. I don't really see how either one of their looks connect to it. I love Silky's like all real monsters inspiration vibe to this, but
yes,
it doesn't really give me Y2K Club Kid. Like it seems like a high fashion, high concept, modern Runway. It doesn't really read that way at all. And then I like the idea of it was supposed to be like the thread or something that Raja was doing, like the threading through the look, and so it was supposed to look like that. It doesn't translate.
Me orange organs.
It was giving me organs too. It was giving like monster
intestines.
Yeah. And then even like I love Victoria's concept of being the Y2K bug, but then I don't really understand why it's sort of like Frankenstein's monster makeup with a pink mullet.
Also, I wish she had left the hat on.
Yeah.
Keep your hat on, you balding bitch.
I love Vanity's look. To me,
Fierce.
This is the most Y2K, but it does not give Club Kid at all.
That's the thing. It's very Y2K. I love the Missy Elliott reference.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little too pretty and fashionable to be Club Kid.
Yeah. And then Rita's was like fetish to me. It was like sexy sex doll that you can pay 25 cents. It'll open its mouth, you stick it in for 5 seconds and keep putting in quarters until you're done.
I was very fascinated by what she was going for. So she's an hourglass.
An hourglass.
She's like a neon hourglass.
But I don't understand what that has to do with Club Kids or Y2K at all. I love that it was glow in the dark though. That was fierce.
The glow in the dark. But yeah, I mean, it was fine.
And the like, I don't know. Nothing really about it gave me Y2K or Club Kid.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe a little Y2K in the color palette because that was very popular in the early 2000s. But yeah, I think it really came down to that because everyone was so good. And then the tops are Vanity and Silky. Nope. Sorry, Victoria and Rita. Sorry, I read my notes wrong. Vanity and Silky are the bottom two.
Woof.
And I honestly think it could have been Raja.
I know. Part of me thinks they just didn't want to put her in the bottom 2 times in a row. They're like, okay, who's going to be in the bottom with Vanity this time?
Because I think it could have been Raja for the runway only. Because I think maybe if we're looking at it, I think maybe Silky's does give me Y2K. It just doesn't give me Club Kid. Where Raja doesn't really hit either mark for me. And I feel like Vanity hit Y2K, but not Club Kid.
Yeah.
So, like, it's tough. And then I think she was also fine in the challenge. But this is an interesting song. It's Freak.
I can be a freak. I can be a freak by Estelle, American Boy.
It was quite good, the song.
I thought of you with this lip sync.
Did you?
Do you know why?
No.
The Tired Waitress?
Oh, she does have a tired waitress.
I see the move, and it makes me think of you. Anytime anyone does the Tired Waitress, as you call it,
good.
I don't have a name for it, but the same move I just associate with like any of the dancing figurines on my dashboard that soak up the sun, that are solar powered. They move just like that. That arm swing and
Okay.
What happened here?
Okay, Victoria was a mess. But also, like, I think Rita had some great dance moves, but she was lip syncing to a different song. She kept turning and looking somewhere else.
She got turned. I think she just like she had the moments where she knew what she was gonna do, and then she just had like little beats that she had to fill to get there. I will say though, I really respect that she did not dress like an old person and cheat out.
Thank God.
She went full, I'm going to give you young party girl puss.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit gagged.
I was too.
I mean, so was everyone watching.
I was gagged that she was so fierce, even though she was lip syncing to the wrong song.
Yes. I mean, Silky was a little gagged too. She
Yeah.
loved it. She said, "Come on, white girl."
The secret head nod chooses Rita as the winner, and she chooses to send home Vanity. I think Brooke said that they make them practice the head nod. Like before
That
they
is
do it.
iconic.
Okay, turn to your right, nod. Turn to your left, nod.
It's giving like at
Cover
the
girl.
end of deliberations, like, okay, before they come out, can we all just practice the nod? Okay, let's do it. Ready? Ready? Okay. Okay, that was good. Let's do it.
Okay. So I know I asked before, but how do you think Icesis would have done in this challenge if she hadn't left? Because I think she would have made it through the comedy challenge.
I think they would have eaten it up.
Yeah. Think she would have been top 2 in replacement.
She either would have
Victoria?
been the safe that Raja was.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I think she would have been safe. I think she would have been safe that Raja was.
And then Raja be in the bottom 2.
And then Silky would have gone home.
Damn. No, it would have been Raja. Silky had a top placement last week. She had 2 top placements. She had the ball and she had the comedy challenge.
I just like, if Raja had gone home this season, I would have been devastated if Silky had gone home too,
Yeah.
though, to be fair. But just like, because like, it's painful alternate universe because you know that, spoilers, Raja wins.
Right.
So it's like to imagine that there had been a timeline where something happened that she got taken out. Like that's so upsetting.
It makes me laugh every time when you say spoilers for something we're about to talk about in like 3 minutes.
That was recorded like 2.5 decades ago.
Hey, spoilers, this is about to happen, and we're literally going to talk about it right now.
In this same episode for something that you probably already watched before listening to this.
There are a lot of people who watch the episodes as we talk about them. Like they know that we're going to be talking about certain ones. And so they'll preemptively watch them to keep their thoughts like current with ours, which I think is so fun.
I mean, what an honor.
Yeah. Someone said that they had watched Italia 1 for the first time ever, or Italia 2 for the first time ever, because they knew we were going to talk about it. So like, I want to catch up and know what we're going to talk about.
I mean, it's kind of like a diamond in the rough. There's some that we watched for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, Italia 2, I was not all that familiar with her work to be familiar with you. But like when we get to like Brazil, like that's going to be fresh content for me.
Sverige for me. We're coming up on that very soon.
I can't wait to get to Sverige.
We're very close. Like literally maybe 5 weeks away from Sverige. Because we're doing 15 next, spoiler alert.
Wait, what?
We're doing 15 next. Season 15. Featuring Lucy LaDuca. Do you know how many times I'm going to say let loose in the next 4 weeks?
Loose.
3 or 4 weeks. 3 or 4? I don't remember how many we were going to do, but.
See, if you thought you were safe after coming for Icesis Couture, you better put on your seatbelt, your child seat, your crash test dummy suit.
Oh my God.
Because they're going to drag you
They're going to drag me through the mud.
For the things you're going to say about mother.
I'm going to get my wig ripped off. Okay, so before we go into the finale, there's a little disclaimer for everyone listening to this. Victoria proposes to her girlfriend at the time of this finale runway. But as a Bring Back My Girls, they had broken up.
That's unfortunate. I think public proposals are kind of cursed, unfortunately.
Have you ever seen any bad proposals, like in your lifetime?
Not in person. I've never seen a proposal in person in my lifetime.
Are you in a mental place where you could crawl into your skin right now if I tell you a story? Because if not, I won't share it. It's a proposal story.
That happened in real life?
Uh-huh.
Oh. I'm nervous. Does that... Oh, no.
It's bad. It's embarrassing bad. If you're not, I won't share it. Unless it'll eat away at you.
Will it eat away at me?
It
Do
may.
you think it could?
I don't know.
It's Theresa May. That scares me. But now the audience would be, I feel like...
They're edged.
It's
okay. We can edge them.
Edged and... No, let them goon. Share the story.
Okay, so I was at my old job at Disneyland where proposals happen all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And it was at the Wishing Well. And I'm over in that area like getting
that
ready.
is where my sister got engaged.
Right. I was like there because Snow White was supposed to come back, and I was there telling people like when she would return. And I see this couple come by, and they're like they're just like with their friends, and their friends kind of wander off to the side. Boyfriend gets down on his knee while she's looking at something. She turns around and he starts giving his speech, and she says, "Stand up. Stop. We haven't talked about this."
No.
And he's like giving his speech and like smiling and not listening to what she's saying because I think he can't hear her. And she's like, "Please stand up. We haven't talked about this." And like her family starts coming around the corner.
Oh no.
That she didn't know was there. And she looks and sees them, and the friends start coming over, and she's like, "Get up. We have not talked about this." And she like walks off, brushes past her family, and everyone's like, "What just happened?" And he's like standing there like when that ball flew by and Panthera grabbed it, and your diva was standing.
Aura.
He was Aura, standing there, mouth open, frazzled looking, as she like wandered into Fantasyland because they had apparently never discussed this. I never got any more of this story. It was just like one of those snapshot moments in life that you like see from a distance, and you
just
think,
a whisper.
Right, I missed some
and
deep
then there's
lore.
a woman like rushing through Fantasyland in tears because, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it's mess, but I love
so
it.
mess. But like, at least that wasn't. It's now in media now. And that girl's listening right now.
I just watched. I want to spoil it in case you watch it, so you won't see it coming. But I just watched a piece of media. It was a movie that came out recently, and the movie kind of starts with the couple, one of them proposing, and they literally like think they're joking. Like they propose at a party, like in front of all their friends, and they're like, "Oh, are you joking?" And
so embarrassing.
And they like don't say anything. Like it's just silence. It was like, "Oh, yes, of course." Like
Sure.
it's so terrible.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. You said, "And they never saw it coming," and it made me giggle.
And you never saw. Oh, they reference that.
They reference that in this one.
Baby.
That was Beth, right? Was that? Or no,
that was
Eve 6000.
That was the queen of internet.
That's right.
One of the internet's gatekeepers.
So let's get to this grand finale where there's a serious lack of the world here. They show the screenshot, and it's literally the colonies. It's literally the colonies.
This is the Divergent series.
Yeah.
This is the four.
Imagine, if you will, a universe where it's like we'll get like Thailand and Holland and
España.
Mexico and España as the top four. Like that would bring world peace, I think.
Yeah. It's the meme where it's like the futuristic looking cities like society when.
Mm-hmm. The future if Nelenia had won gas instead of Alyssa.
Nelenia!
Sorry. We are revealed that Victoria also picked Vanity's name, and that the finale is going to be a lip sync for the crown, which I kind of feel is always like it matters until it doesn't. But this season, it felt like the rightful winners won their respective lip syncs.
Yes.
You have to do a little mini photo shoot, and Monet is here, which I kind of wondered, like, why wasn't it Blue? Blue had won the previous Versus the World.
Right.
Like, why wasn't she here?
She had fought the world and won.
Yeah, why wasn't Blue here? I love Monet, but I guess I was just confused because, like, next season they bring in Raja, and then in Canada they always bring back the previous winner.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what, did Monet say yes, or did they want her? Like, because I just don't know. Not. I'm sorry, Monet. I know you're listening. It's not like not anything bad about Monet. It's just like her win was so far away. You know what I mean? It was so shady.
Did they want her there, or did she just say yes?
Were you a ship contained, or in a container ship? That Oprah
I'm at the
thing?
Container Store. What?
Are they still in business?
Well, yes.
Them. I love
where else
these
can
photos.
you get a $20 piece of Tupperware? What are you talking about?
You're so right. I need that $20 Tupperware. I loved these photo shoots. They were so fun with the lipsticks.
And okay, the way that it came full circle for Raja, that makes me emo.
Yeah.
That when she got eliminated, she said, "To the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon." And then she's literally writing a lipstick to the moon in her winning photo shoot.
Yeah. It's very cute. And she looks sickening. Her and Victoria slayed me. Victoria with that like open leg pose. She's almost
Yeah.
like on a boogie board almost. That was fun. Rita, she's there. And then I think Silky was trying to figure out how she wanted to pose and just never really like got there.
That was quite the outfit to navigate for such
Totally.
a photo shoot, I will say.
And it's huge hair also. I imagine the counterweight of that, of like dragging your head back. Because like I've had not very high hair in my life, but the times where I did sculpt up a wig, I felt like I had to hold my head a certain way to try and be like, all right, don't fall.
Well, especially because also, like, I think she also always wants to give, like, she doesn't want to give that cumbersome look of she's holding her headpiece up. So she will just, like, hold herself in the way. Well, because she kind of does that with her finale look, too, with the Whoville tower. Like, I think to not give the, like, no offense, Stephanie Prince of, like, the holding up the headpiece looking, like, nervous. Like, she just is going to carry herself a very certain way, very carefully. But yeah, I get what you mean.
So we're going to talk about the Coronation Eleganza, which I know you really wanted to do, but I have to ask a shady question to you.
Oh no.
So they're doing their like breakdown of the season and first impressions and everything. Silky says that Rita was a fan favorite her season. I don't recall Rita being enjoyed by the fans. I mean, obviously, I'm not in Canada to know.
Well,
but do you remember that?
No, because Rita says in her speech, by the time she watched it, when she was there and competed, she felt like she deserved to win. But then after hearing the fans, she felt like she didn't deserve to win.
Right.
So I feel like, did Silky watch Canada?
I don't think she did.
I think she was a fan favorite for a certain sect. Just like every queen has a community that resonates positively with them. But
Quebec.
Certain communities also have certain queens and their respective communities have the privilege of receiving far less hate than others. I think Rita received a lot.
Yeah, totally. Unnecessarily. I think she was
for doing nothing wrong.
Right. You haven't caught up with Trixie and Katya talking about Seven yet, have you?
Nor I'm always 2 steps behind.
That's okay. Me too. And
I heard about Pearl's voicemail.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
sorry. What were you going to say?
I said, and they never saw it coming. That was just being annoying.
Coming,
no, Pearl
baby.
talks about that in her voice memo. She's like, and as much as I loved all the death threats, it would be nice if someone had the wherewithal to blame the person who kept me in crown and didn't eliminate Trixie.
Love that. I mean, call it out.
Yeah.
Be aware.
I mean, it's not Rita's fault that she got as far as she did. Like,
literally, like, it's one thing if you're like actively mistreating people and being like insane, but she was just like vibing and living her life. She was just an alien actress taking over.
Alien actress taking over. Okay, so let's talk about these looks. We have Kendall starting us out, starting in the elimination order. It's kind of like Cheryl in Versus the World 1, is it not?
This order is vexing me. Hold on.
That's fine. I can.
Oh, the Chromatica look. Chromatica Scorpion.
Why is there a scorpion?
This is very. I don't know why there's a scorpion, but this is very post Chromatica to me.
Totally. Which you do not like Chromatica shit.
I don't. The pink chrome like looking like AI. Like I don't love that. It's kind of tired for me.
And I don't really get why it's a scorpion.
Is she a Scorpio?
Maybe.
Is she Kenny Jen looking like a slice?
See, she should have come out like a cake. Stephanie knocked me out. She looked so good. She says this is a traditional Filipina dress. She looks great.
Gorgeous.
I love that headpiece.
Yeah, the headpiece is really the showstopper for me. I think she carried this look very well. I thought she presented it well. She was super confident. Slayed.
You know what I thought was interesting? She says that she's the pearl of that place that we both feel uncomfortable saying the word of.
That is
which is the runway prompt from Philippines 1.
That is just, I guess, what they call the Philippines.
It's gotta be.
But I don't like saying that.
I don't like that word either.
I'm not from there, so I can't call it that.
Yeah. Anita Wiglet is next. I thought the purple lining with this mint was really cute, but it's so, you said the word and it's become a buzzword. It's so Despy Awards. Literally, I could see Kennedy Davenport wearing this for Despy Awards.
I hate that because, like, what is it about okay, and I don't, because she felt very gorgeous in this,
Yeah.
and I agree, she is
beautiful.
gorgeous in this, but what is it about a gown that can somehow still read daytime?
Maybe it's the mint.
I think it's the mint, because she's stoned the fuck out, and I like that it's mint with almost like an eggplant. This is literally the same fabric that Raj is wearing later in her look, but it's kind of that like smoky purple with the mint, and I like a green and purple combo always, but like a deep smoky purple with a minty green is quite a gorge combo in my mind. I really love this for her.
Yeah.
I think this is probably one of her best looks, like in her run, like across franchises. Only thing I would change is the hair. I think she could have had a different hair. I don't know what the hair would be, so I don't even really have anything valuable to offer by saying that. But I think it could have been bigger.
I see that. I would have maybe made the neckline a little more plunging and removed the lace from the top. And then I would have done a slit up the side instead of the lace.
She is a modest diva.
She's very modest,
which I respect.
I respect that too.
You know, save it for the man in her life. But
right.
Yeah, I would love a little more Vava Voom as well. I see that.
Icesis is out next. It's like almost giving like alien bug. It's so cool and conceptual.
Alien Bug is very much, I don't remember the name of the collection, but it's very much Alexander McQueen's posthumous collection. And there's one look in particular where it kind of looks like this, but it's in gold.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's very much giving me that, but like a little post that with the like the alien, the kind of insect.
And I imagine these
stoked.
feathers were thousands of dollars.
I mean, to source them the way they're arranged, so true to an actual like creature, like the way it's layered, very stunning.
Beautiful. Vanity is next in what I think is kind of an odd shape for the lower half. I will say I love the upper half. It's like kind of flamenco somehow, but I kind of wish that the bottom, instead of being a skirt, I wish it was pants.
Right.
I would have loved a high-waisted pant.
Suit pant.
Yeah. High-waisted suit pant would have been so nice with just a really clean, tailored line up the side, because I love that train. There's just something kind of heavy about the front, and I would have loved just a little more movement in there. Yeah. Or have it be crazy flowing, you know?
Yeah, just a little bit different silhouette for the skirt. I would agree. But otherwise, I love the blue on her. The blue with the blonde.
Yeah.
Face beat. She looks amazing.
Her mug is muggy this season. Then we get to our finalists. Silky is in a bright lemon yellow. I love the color. I don't love the nude corsetry. Almost, what is that called? Like it's in the front of a bug. What is that called? The like that shell line. It starts with an A, I feel like. What? I can't remember the word. I'll remember it later, I'm sure, as I'm editing. It kind of like looks like the underside of a bug.
Drag her. I don't love the like I don't like the brighter colors on her as much. Although, granted, I do really like her in orange. But I really like her more in like blues and like those kinds of like richer, deeper colors.
Yeah.
But this is impressive. The hair is impressive. But there's definitely looks of hers I've enjoyed more. I mean, granted, I even liked her first look, her opening look of the season as a finale look more.
Yeah, I loved that intro look. That blue, so cute.
Because what was that? Queen? Was it Queen of the Universe? No, Queen of the World.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about her entrance look.
Oh, Oh, well, that too.
Her entrance look was really cute.
I was thinking of her first runway, the Queen of the World
that
runway.
one was
That too,
hot
the
too.
huge gown.
That huge silhouette. That was everything.
But yeah, so she's had some slay looks. So this isn't my favorite, but I'm okay saying that because she's had so many good looks.
Yeah. Next we have Raja. And speaking of pants, she actually does some pants on the runway. And this is kind of what I wanted from Vanity's look. Was like this style pant.
Period. And also, speaking again of the like smokier purple, I love that instead of the classic kind of royal purple that Raja usually does, it's more of this kind of like silver purple, like smoky eggplant.
Yeah.
Like it's a very specific shade that feels a little more like mature, like saturated, and I enjoy that. It's a very strong look. It definitely is giving like she should have a scepter in her hand.
She looks like she needs a crown and
Alien
a scepter.
councilwoman.
Alien councilwoman taking over. We have Victoria next in a crown look. Who did a crown recently? Somebody on Canada 3 did that. Bombay.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. Yeah, okay, but I will say this one's really the tea.
This one is. It's so pretty.
The wig.
I love... That's hair, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that?
That's all hair, I think, sculpted.
Yeah,
which
that
is
alone is like
impressive.
the memento.
How do you get that on your head and it not fall off?
Or like rip the scalp off your skull.
Yeah. Like, is there some type of cap? Almost like a helmet or something that goes over your head? Is there some type of band that clips in? Like, how do you keep this from falling?
This look is very impressive, and it speaks to Victoria's really good at doing like those looks that are production.
Yeah.
Like she really like the flower look she did on her original season. Like she can do those moments where she can just do a huge like crazy theatrical look and make it look so effortless.
I'm curious what the bulbs are made of around the ridges of the crown too, because in transport, I mean, those would have had to have probably been in separate pieces, but she probably didn't glue those bulbs while she got there. Those were already attached. So, like, what if you get there and they break? Did she have, like, spare bulbs sitting somewhere that she could re-glue on? Like, these are questions that I wonder.
That's so stressful. I could never.
Something this intricate,
Too
I would
many
be
moving
stressed.
parts.
I would only be okay in a situation where I knew like a moving van was coming, like for Holland.
Because otherwise the whole flight, I'd be like, oh my God, that look, what's going to happen? Like,
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. Or like Saphira's pumpkin thing that she brought over.
yeah.
Like I would have been stressed about that breaking. And then last we have Rita. It's kind of huge. I don't know if I love how big it is. I like the idea of it, but it's just so unfitted that I kind of wish it was nipped in the waist because it's just a big cylinder. I don't mind the wide hips, but I don't mind the wide shoulders, but I just wish it was nipped a little bit.
It's
know?
very much like a new classic for the like elevated, like high fashion kind of silhouette, but I don't know. It doesn't feel super like her breathed,
Totally.
but maybe if that's her POV, I respect it. But it feels very much just a little more like her being a bit finger on the pulse with it.
Yeah. This was a really emotional finale too, because Raja talks about how she felt like this was the final stitch into the fabric of her journey. Silky said she knew she wasn't going to win season 11 or All-Star 6, but she felt really good about this one. Victoria felt like she was never welcomed anywhere, but she felt welcomed here. And then Rita talks about how she always felt like she was this alien on another planet, which is why that's been her brand POV, because she never really feels like herself anywhere. And so like it was really emotional. They all go back. The returning queens are here. They have a little kiki. I loved Kendall being like, all right, everyone, I have to say something.
Right? Creating the moment.
Just kidding. I live.
I just need to have my moment. Speaking of emotional, I love the little moment in the workroom Raja had talking about how, well, her connection in general with Silky, but when she walked in, how she was one of the first people that she greeted. Like she hugged her immediately.
Yeah.
And
Lost her earring.
Her earring got stuck in her hair, and they've been stuck together ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was so sweet.
Yeah.
Even just what she said with the idea of like having someone who can be on the journey with you, but like lift you up and speak like positivity into your journey like that. I thought that was a very sweet like moment that they shared.
Right. I would agree. It was very, very sweet. We get to the main stage where they get to choose boxes. I like this style. A box. I like this style because it's not set up for anybody.
No, because it's kind of fate chooses the pairs, which I love. Like, oh, you got that song, you got that song. Well, you're doing them together.
Right. Rita chooses her first box and she was winner of the last challenge. She gets Broken Bones. Victoria then chooses and gets the song Do It. Raja gets the song Do It, leaving Silky with Broken Bones. So we've got Do It, Raja versus Victoria. I thought the lip sync outfits were fire. I thought they were really
I thought everyone looked great.
Yeah. What do you think about this lip sync?
Which one's the first one? Do It?
Do It. Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I love this song. Are you a Nelly Furtado fan? Do you get down?
Not really. I mean, she's fine.
I kind of love me some Nelly Furtado. I love that we had a Canadian diva for this.
She's
production.
Man-Eater, right?
She is Man-Eater. She's like a bird. It's a very strange song, and I thought that Raja handled the very weird opening of the song because it opens with like a little like instrumental, and then Nelly goes, "Let me rap a little bit off the top, yeah, like this weird like off rhythm like spoken where she's like stuttering through it, and like Raja like catches it and like dances into it. I was like, okay. It's such a weird song, but she got her groove into it, and I respected that with her little mullet.
Piece of Drag Race brain rot. Serena Chacha coming into All Stars 6. Olay! Cuts to Raja. Okay. I thought Victoria was oddly dumpy. Like, her movements lacked so much finesse that all of her other lip syncs had. I was confused.
The physicality was giving like she was singing the song opera while she was performing it.
Yeah. I was very confused because I thought she would be able to keep up, but like Raja ate her up.
That girl had places to go, people to see. Raja was hitting it.
Raja had her coffee in the morning and Victoria took a NyQuil. Like she was ready to go to bed, you know? It was really odd. Raja wins, and then we go to round 2, which is Broken Bones. I also did not really know this song. I still don't really know this song too much, but it's Rita versus Silky. And I wrote in the first thing, Rita has no shot.
Do you know what? I don't know if we talked about this, but do you know what I thought was also a gag? Rita doing 2 lip sync for the wins to Love Inc. songs.
That's right.
Because wasn't the song that her, Priyanka, and Scarlett did also Love Inc.?
I'm gonna look right now.
So reach for the stars, and if you're a superstar is what that song's called, isn't it?
I believe so. I'm scrolling the wiki right now, and it's immediately stopped. The finale for You Wear It Well is You're a Superstar by Love Inc. Damn, Jess. Look at you remembering things.
Because they're the people who do Funky Town, right?
I look up Love Inc. right now. Love Inc.
I think that's like the song they're known for.
Their discography is Broken Bones, You're a Superstar, Homeless, Who Do You Love, Come On, It's Only Love, Here Comes the Sunshine, and Into the Night.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Who's Funky Town?
I don't know.
Funky Town is Lipsync.
Lipsync.
So you were very close. They were in
hilarious.
79.
I feel like my whole life I thought they were the same artist. You're a Superstar is a moment, though.
Yeah.
That is a good song. But yeah, I wonder if that artist haunts Rita Baga.
It's got to after all this time. Her dress was slipping higher and higher and higher and higher until all it was nude panties under this very pretty little Scoochie dress.
Panties,
bitch.
Giving like Dress Code by Ivy Winters.
POV was dress code, but all I got was ice skater.
Please.
It was a little tragic, but I mean, Silky ate, and then we go to the finale, where we've got Raja in the lip synkiest loofah that I have ever seen of all lip sync loofahs.
Yes. The big purple loofah?
The big purple loofah. And then this...
Were you talking about Raja's loofah?
Raja's
Sorry,
look.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Silky's cock ring hair was
the rings,
so cute.
It was giving like she had her own Olympics and these are her rings.
Totally.
It's giving... Well, I want to talk about the work of J.K. Rowling. Jake.
He.
I want to talk about Jake's work, but it was giving like Quidditch goalposts.
Oh my god!
Like the 3 hoops. The finger.
The finger. It came back.
The finger is back,
and it made me laugh. Honestly, the song is "River Deep Mountain High." Great song.
Fierce
song.
Fierce song, fierce lip sync. Love this lip sync. A lot of, you could tell the like energy, like the electricity between both of them, I felt.
And they never lip sync against each other on the show. So it was even more high stakes, I think, for them.
Yeah.
It had to have been so magnetic in that room and electric in there. I thought, if I can just tell my truth, Silky had kind of a weird energy. It almost, to me, was very similar to when she had to eliminate, or was going to maybe eliminate Vanity. Like, she almost seemed like she didn't want to do it. She kept kind of looking at the floor. She was not emoting. She was, like, seeming that she was not connected. As soon as the song started, she was in it. And then it, like, went on, and she just seemed like she just pulled into herself more and more and more.
Well, Raja was like very hungry for it.
She wanted it.
The way I loved how, okay, my favorite stretch of the lip sync is starting with when Silky does her little like boot scoot shuffle to the like.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so good.
So she like shuffles forward, but then meanwhile, Raja's taking off her coat. But the way she takes off her coat, where she throws it over the front of herself, like with her back to them, and slams it on the ground, like with like a thump, like she like smacks it on the ground and then starts like pumping it. Like
it was good.
It was very good. I loved that.
I thought that Raja ate it up. And I mean, it's got to feel bad going against one of your closest friends. Because, like, you want them to win, but you want to win. So, like, the energy had to have been, like, just insane.
Yeah, but even after they finished the lip sync, when like they went to them, I don't even remember exactly what she said, but Raja was like, "We did so good" or something. Like it was such a sweet moment. I was like, whoever wins, like they like really like did that like as the top two. Is like honestly like the two most hated people from their season,
having such a massive redemption arc.
Like truly, like two of like. Up there with like the Vixen for the season prior, like two of the most like hated, talked about people from that era of Drag Race, the modern era of Drag Race, their season, like to turn around and be the top two of a later season, like after having a full-on redemption in another season before that, like all of that having gone through together, like it was just like a really crazy, like cool story for them. Crazy, sexy, cool.
I was gonna say crazy, sexy, cool.
But yeah, I thought it was very sweet.
It was really beautiful to see both of them up there, and this season is an interesting gemstone in the crown of international seasons, because we have UK versus the World 1, where Blue wins, went home country of that franchise. UK versus the World 2, spoiler alert, we get Tia winning at home country. Then Canada versus the world, and it was Lemon. And then Gas was technically on American soil, was it not?
Where was American soil?
It was American soil, and spoiler alert, Alyssa wins that one.
We all know what happened.
We all know what happened there. And I mean, there's speculation that it's probably going to be a Filipina that's going to win Slasian. So like, if that ends up happening, this will be the only versus the world or like global All-Stars that has a winner not from the home country.
That's so
You know?
crazy. If anyone could do it, it would be Raja.
Right? I mean, I guess we'll see with Slasian because, like, who knows? There's so many ways that this could go, but
Mama, you.
oh my God, can you imagine Yuha wins the whole thing?
I would scream.
I would as well. Raja wins the whole thing, which I love. I think Raja's wonderful. I'm glad that she had this arc
So satisfying.
through Drag Race. It is satisfying, isn't it?
Because who would have thunk it the first time around?
I certainly would not have. Not after that edit where Drag Race gave her that, hey, how you doing, girl? Scarlett, where you at? Girl, it's so good to see you. How'd you feel about that challenge? Sugar, not here. Diva, I hope you're feeling good about this week. And Plastique, come on. Like, and it was
Iconic.
crazy.
The
I would have
secret
never
text.
thought. Yes. Right up there with Watch Out Sisters. I'm the real prima donna. Head coach is gonna be me, like Keisha Kriana. Thoughts and controversial opinions about this season?
Ooh.
You already know mine. I aired out everything that I had to say last week.
What do I think? I mean, this season was a little better at than others. By me, I would have loved to see more countries.
Mm-hmm.
Thailand,
Thailand, España, Holland for me. That's what I would have wanted
I
to see.
think, okay, controversial opinion.
Mm-hmm.
There should be... Ooh. Icesis deserves a different show altogether. Global winners versus the world.
Okay.
What if it's like 1 or 2 All-Stars US winners
Okay.
with a bunch of international winners?
Cast it.
So like
8.
okay, so we do Electra and Isis because
Okay.
Electra was literally asked to be there and Isis won.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine them and then like imagine someone like
Maybe Carmen.
well yes, Carmen Farala, Victor
Not Vanessa Van Cartier.
The Curse of the V names.
Envy.
Vanessa and Envy.
Ooh, that'd
I
be
think
hot.
both representing like a somewhat like defunct franchise would be kind of fierce.
You got 3 left.
Wow. Oh my god.
If we're doing like
what
typical.
privilege. Okay, well then we need to get some UK girlies in. So we'll get Lawrence.
Okay.
We know that Vivian's gonna do you already has done.
And Viv's not with
Oh.
us.
Well, at this point.
Oh, at this point. Oh,
the
right now. Oh, in
stratosphere.
this universe right now.
May Diva,
like back then.
May Diva Supreme Divalicious.
Got it.
rest
I
in
thought you meant like
peace.
right now. You're
Well,
talking in this moment.
in this moment. I was
Okay.
thinking like if they had done like basically this was like the jumping
right.
off point to like I was trying to think like
Another.
around that point too,
Okay,
like
okay,
going
okay.
off of seasons.
So you want Lawrence for sure? I think you only. No, maybe you have 2 left. I think now. You need someone from the U.S.
Because then it is
right?
hard, yeah. Because then a couple like U.S. like either early season U.S. girlies or like All Stars U.S. girlies to like round it out. But you know what I mean? Like
Alaska
kind of
and
like
Bob are too hard of hitters to pull.
but like a versus the world, but a global all winners versus the world. That's the kind of thing that that like Electra and
Totally.
Isis needed to be on because like they're just on too elevated of a like stage, and like I feel like it's an unfair like comparison because it's either like one has to like bring themselves up so high or like one has to be like kind of like judged back down.
Yeah.
And so it's like kind of weird.
Okay, catch this tea. I'll finish off. Cut Vanessa Van Cartier just to keep only one Holland. And then you bring in
Watch out. Watch out. I know things.
from A to Z. Get us Angelia Nung and Precious Paula Nicole.
That's it. That's the sauce.
And
That's
then we
the
need
recipe.
one American. So I'm thinking Chad.
That is the sauce right there. That's it. That's the recipe.
That's the recipe.
That's
for at this time period.
That's it. For this time period.
Yeah.
That's it. You did it. You did it, Joe.
As much as I think Vanessa would be fun with Envy, having Precious Paula Nicole in the same room as some of these other girls, like that would be so great. Imagine her,
Huh. Wait, no, that would be so fierce.
Yeah, I don't
love
know if
that.
Chad would do it, but
But
that would be
see, that's
sickening.
also kind of like a fierce caliber because like I feel like it would also be rough for Chad to come back with like
The new
newer
ones.
winners who have had to do newer drag race where
Hmm.
Chad slayed old drag race.
Well, and imagine Chad being in a room with like Bob in Alaska. She would get steamrolled.
It's just like I feel like she would do great as like kind of like the Rita Baga of an all
Totally.
winners.
Yeah, she'd probably get like a really solid acting challenge win in. Have a
Yes.
couple really great runways. Maybe
Yeah.
even do well in Snatch Game because she does illusion like
Yeah.
nobody.
I mean, even if they did something like the club challenge, she could win a challenge
Oh,
like
totally.
that.
Oh yeah, easily. Like design a room
Yeah.
situation. Totally. Um, I think controversially, my only thing about this season that I think is super controversial, I don't know, I almost would have liked if they had brought someone back for the acting challenge.
Yeah.
Eliminated someone at the roast, at the comedy challenge thing, and then brought someone back for the acting. I almost would have liked that.
Do you know it'd be so fierce for an
Mm.
acting challenge if they get the scripts and there's one more role than girls in the room?
Oh,
And so, but they don't learn that role with them. They get to the like filming and they
oh,
find out who this other role is or something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Where it's like, oh, like who's gonna play Squirrely
Squirrely
Melchor?
Melchor. Of course.
Who's gonna play Squirrely Melchor?
And who's gonna play Amanda Squirrel Brule?
Squirrel, please.
Squirrelberg.
I hate it. It's done. But you know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah,
that'd be a gag. Like not
totally.
the anxiety of not knowing who it's gonna be, and then they
Yeah,
show up and you have to film it with them.
that would be sickening. That would be absolutely sickening. Um, so we're all done with Canada versus the World season 1,
Wow. Gone in a flash, a little 6 episode wonder.
right? It's short. I think this could have been 3 more. And then if they did, I would have loved to have seen maybe one more design challenge with regular fashion materials, like non-conventional. I would
Yeah.
have loved to have seen like a full rusical, like a full nonstop rusical, and then maybe I don't know, like a room mix would have been
Makeover?
fun.
Oh.
Ooh, makeover could be fun too for that. I feel like a room mix is really good. I kind of prefer less improv comedy challenges in Versus the World because comedy is so hard for everybody. And I think we saw that especially in UK Versus the World too. Is like some of those girls struggled really hard to connect with Rue's Coco Melon Brain because their comedy is very different than
Not
Rue's.
Rue's Coco Melon Brain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get this.
Mm-hmm.
Drag Race Canada versus the World, Canada versus Makeover. So for the Makeover Challenge,
Oh,
it's a bunch of Canadian queens who aren't competing,
okay.
but it's like Suki Doll's there.
Oh, that would be
Like Near Enough
sick.
is there. She hasn't been on TV yet, but like
That would be
Suki Doll's
sick.
there, like Boa, like they bring back a bunch of Canadian girls who can be there for the day and they have to make them over.
That would be sick. Oh my god, I would love that.
Or
Or
just like for whatever season who like UK versus the world, make
yeah,
over the UK dolls, whoever can fly in.
yeah, that would be sickening. I would
Yeah.
love that. They just recently in our timeline in 2013 they released the cast for season 7.
7.
I kind of peeked at it. The promo wasn't my favorite. I don't really like the theme.
It was well because I see that they were trying to do like a fairy like mystical, but everyone had their own POV and none of them came together.
No.
It's funny because you can tell that everyone got a similar prompt,
Yeah.
but they all took it in different directions.
Right. And then I think the promo flyer was just so like sickly sweet pastel that everybody
Yeah.
kind of got washed out too. I
Yeah.
kind of felt bad. I would love to have like a sickening promo. Like they had the neon one I think was really sickening. I think the color one for 9 was really fun, even though colors have gotten a little boring now.
Yeah.
I would hate to have like a dumpy prompt. Like I
Down
don't
Under
know.
3.
Down under. Didn't
The
they
Pirates.
do pirates? I don't know. As someone who wants to fuck a pirate, I think I would like that. But imagine like you've got a bad pirate look they gave you, like the season 7 girls, that boring
Yeah.
H&M collection. I would have
The black
hated
and
that.
white. Yeah. I would have been
Yeah.
pissed, especially right after 6. Probably thinking like, girl, we got so much budget now.
Right.
They're about to turn us out for this. And then you get there and it's that.
I would be furious. Or like this ugly fairy thing. Even the wrestling prompt for Canada versus the World 2 was really cool.
Yes.
That was cool.
Well, okay, we didn't really talk about this promo, but I loved this disco
The
promo.
disco theme was fun. Yeah, I loved it. I think they all looked great.
It looked great, and like, yeah, it was a gorge promo, gorge color theme, because it was like oranges and like purples. Very stun.
Yeah. All right. So next that we're covering is season 15, which was interrupted by Real Friends of WeHo, where Bradley was in.
Oh, that's crazy. And also, we just saw Mistress.
We just got her off our TV. Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. And Irene.
Yeah. It is funny because I haven't watched this season since we originally watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've rewatched some of it. I enjoy this season. It's an iconic season.
I don't really
Modern
remember a
icon.
lot of it.
Really?
I remember Let Loose.
Let
Loose. And I remember Sasha doing that neck break thing a lot.
I was honestly quite like invested in this cast. I really liked this cast.
Yeah. I think the one episode that I'm looking forward to the most is the Lipsync SmackDown.
Yes.
'Cause I loved that episode.
Top tier episode.
Yeah. I think about Jax lip syncing quite often.
One of my favorite like lip syncers.
Yeah.
I love them.
I think about Sweetest Pie often.
I think about honestly their talent show.
The talent show was sick.
Lip sync the jump rope with their hair while lip syncing to like Haley 47.
Yeah.
Fierce.
Do you think that we will disagree upon anybody in particular? Like beyond what you already know. Do you think there's anyone in particular that we're going to disagree on with things?
Maybe like Mistress and Lux.
Oh, perhaps. Although, I don't know. I think I'm a Lux stan. I think I might be.
Okay, I love that.
It's been a minute since I've watched this season, but I think I'm a Lux stan. So, like, I don't know. I may be rallying for her a lot because I think, if I remember right, there were at least 2 other challenges I think she could have won.
Okay, well then this will be fun. I'm curious to see the opinions.
Yeah, because I think you showed us 15, and I have not seen it since you showed it to us on your
crazy.
website that you found it
My
on. That
little
was definitely
treasure.
Wow Presents Plus.
Of course. Well, of course.
Obviously. But thank you all for listening and tuning in to Canada's Drag Race versus the World. We will chat with y'all next week for season 15. Remember, you're doing a great job. You're doing the best you can, and that is all you can do. Good night.
Goodbye.